have we got here, Amy?
We've got exciting times at Valigrunt Performance.
Yes, we're spending money.
Yeah, we're investing in space.
Yes.
So we have turned Valigrunt Performance into the Tardis. You walk in the front and then you come back here and you go, oh my God, there's so much stuff in here. If you know where we're located down in Victoria, the land value here is very, very expensive.
Drug money.
It is really expensive. But we need a little bit more space, especially now with Big Al on tools and working the metal shop and swinging pieces of steel. So he needs room to swing that steel and make those panels. So we needed more floor space and we needed more working hoists. So the team at Genesis Equipment came to the rescue with these Bendpak hoists. Not these ones, but the triple stackers that we've got across the back. Whereas before we had...
Hang on, what about these?
Well, these are great too.
Hang on.
Let's
look
talk
at
about...
Look. When I stand up straight, I'm 6'4".
Yes, but you slouch.
Yeah, well, do.
So you're no longer going to hit
Gravity's
your head.
keeping me down.
Whereas I'm going to have to get the two-step out so that I can reach the cars. Luckily,
you can lower them down. They do have different heights you can lower them to.
It's just difficult when I work with you.
Well, it's not my fault that I was born this way. Well,
I'm not even going to go there. Anyway, what we had back here was four parking hoists, four poster parking hoists, which was great. At the time when we set up and there was just Shane and I working on tools, it worked really well. However, with Alan here and him needing more space in the metal shop, plus with quite a few cars that are long-term projects that are sitting on my hoists for longer, we needed more space.
Yes.
So out with the 4 parking hoists and in came 3 triple stacker hoists.
It's like a cheeseburger, but triple.
Yeah. So we've now
maybe
freed up
triple Big Mac.
We've freed up 1 car parking space and we've been able to move a car that was blocking up a 2-poster working hoist.
Yeah. Well, so basically in this area here, it was cram and jam. So it's not good to have to move cars constantly left and right. So even though we've gained more space, yes, we could pack it cram and jam again, but we're not going to do that. I know there's a lot of people that are hinging on this so their cars can come in, but hear me out. This is going to make it better for everyone because it means we don't have to lose time shifting cars. And every time we shift cars, that's lost money. We're not making money shifting cars around.
And it's slowing us down. So therefore we're not making as many cars. So this way, everybody's got their project.
Yep.
And there's a couple of long-term projects. So if one stalls, we can just move on to another long-term.
We can just walk to another long-term car and start working on that when the parts come in. So that way, we're not having to shift everything around and move a car and put it on the hoist. It's already on a hoist. It's ready to go.
So the longer term projects are more towards the back here. We've still got some that are in storage or waiting to go into paint or waiting for parts to be made, and that's
Or they're waiting for me.
Or they're waiting for Shane. I feel your pain. I'm always waiting for Shane.
But there's another reason why we particularly went the Bendpak
hoist.
Is because there's a lot of triple stacker hoists that are out there, but when you look at the safety features of them, you go, they're travelling by cable, right? Which they all travel by cable, but as they're going up, there's no safety ratchet system set up. Now, hear me out on this, and you'll understand why. As it goes up, it's going up a long way. And the last thing you want is if a cable happens to break or something goes wrong or a bolt snaps and the cable loses pressure, what do you reckon happens to the car on top of it? It kicks to the side, topples over, and the car ends up on the ground smashed. And when you're like those cars are probably 5 metres off the ground, maybe, at least 5 metres.
That's a long way to come down.
5 metres for a car to come down, it's going to be destroyed. So we thought about it as an insurance sort of side of things as well, because we thought with this system, even say as an example, we're coming down, and usually when you're coming down, you're holding the brake as you're coming down, but if a cable snaps, you might not be quick enough releasing the brake and it's still going to topple the car off. Well, this system has cables that have got little dolly wheels hanging off them, and they're pressurised dolly wheels, and as soon as the cable breaks, those locks automatically throw out and prevent the car from careering to the ground at 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So that was one of the main features. Some of the systems, they have cable, they're cable operated, as I said, but as the car goes up, there's no lock until it reaches the top. Now, 5 metres off the ground,
that's a long
no
way
lock.
to go without a lock.
Yeah.
These are like your standard 2-posters, except the top rung has got its own legs where it goes up and it locks. You can hear it go knock, 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 knock as
Yeah.
it goes up past the
Or
locks.
click, 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 knock,
click.
knock, knock, whatever. So,
And then the middle row has got its own run as well, and that locks all the way up as well.
yeah.
So that if something does, touch wood, let's hope it doesn't, but if something does go wrong, there's a safety feature in there to prevent not just the top car from falling down from 5 metres, but the top car falling down from 5 metres and taking out the 2 cars underneath.
Correct. Could you imagine that? Insurance company, we've had a bit of an accident.
So these hoists have got their own separate locking legs for each level.
Yep.
Unlike some of the cheaper ones where the top cable, the car on the top, pulls up the next level.
Yeah,
And
this
for
is
me,
different.
that's a lot of.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things there that can go wrong.
What's the top level rated on this?
3.5
3.5 tonne.
3.5 tonne, I think.
So it's 3,500,
Don't quote
3,000.
me. Go
yeah,
onto Bendpak's site and have
yeah,
a
I think it's 3,500 kilos for the top rung, and then for the one underneath it, I think it's about 4.5
4 or
tonne.
4.5 tonne.
Maybe even higher. I'm not sure. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
so-
They did explain it to me, but it's like gone.
We don't have trucks here, or we
No.
don't have many trucks. So for us, 4.5, 3.5 tonne is plenty anyway.
Yeah, well, most of the hoists that we got at the front of the shop, they're 4-tonne hoists. They've been great, but I'm actually so impressed with these. I'm going to update all the hoists.
Yeah. So
So if anyone's in the market, they want a hoist, give us a yell.
So the hoists we've had, fantastic. They've done their job, but since upgrading to the Bendpaks and the
Yeah.
Bendpak 2-posters, because these suckers here are taller for Shane,
Yeah.
so that he doesn't keep hitting his noggin. I'm going
Yeah,
to.
I
I
don't-
was just about ready to give him a crash helmet to start walking around.
Well, it's not only that, it's the tyres, and the tyres are higher too now,
Yes,
so it's a lot better.
I can actually look at this. Oh my God. That's
Yes.
going to be great for me. I can walk under all the tyres.
Yes, yes.
Because I'm short.
I'm still not that. I still can't do that, but I'm pretty close.
Yes, and I hit my head all the time too.
Yes,
so
you do. Yeah.
That's very, very good for my head.
So to me, it's an insurance policy in that way as well. By having the cars nice and high and out of the way, the chance of somebody walking into it is less.
Yes.
So
And also, it's better height for you to be working at. It's better height
Yeah.
for Big Al to be working at because he's taller than me as well. Everybody's taller than me, it seems. And I'm not short,
no,
but...
3 foot's pretty tall.
Oh, right, you'll keep.
Yeah, I'm only 4 foot. So
So these hoists also hold, the 2-posters that we've got here hold 4.5 tonne.
yeah, 4 to be exact, because it actually says it on this, and I did see it before.
It's on the other one,
Hang on,
over there.
It's on that leg, but it's on this leg
so
too.
about 4.5 tonne. They
4,536 kilograms, which
right,
is
so 4.5
yeah.
tonne.
Yeah, or 10,000 pounds.
But they also make them taller on the top. We haven't gone the ones that are really, really tall at the top. And that's so that if you've got a tall car in like a truck or
Yeah.
a four-wheel drive, you can still lift it to max height.
But
work
also,
underneath it.
there's another really cool feature, is you can have it in a narrow setting or a wide setting. So you can actually adjust the spacing. So if a lot of the cars we work on here,
Are 2 doors?
they're 2 doors. So even our more doors have big doors.
Yeah.
So
You get one Cadillac Land Yacht in here and it needs all of the space.
yeah, that's right. They're wide to start off with, and then you've got to open the door.
Yeah.
And when you've got a door, like especially in the 60s, the doors are this thick.
Yes.
You know, like you open that door and you think, I've opened the door. Oh, there's a slit that big to get into the car.
And it's usually, Ermi, can you get in the car?
Yeah, that's right.
So.
Or Big Al.
Or Big Al.
Because
yeah.
I don't fit.
But yes, so lots of exciting things happening here. The team at Genesis were fantastic. They got all of this done in, I think it was a total of 4 days.
Yeah,
So
4 days.
Hoists moved.
4 days, and the boys worked really hard, but we fed them as well. So we fed them good stuff, so they work even harder.
That's right.
So, but I'm going to get them back here, and I'm going to slap the whip onto them again and get them to
replace the remaining
hoists,
three original hoists.
Yep.
So
crack the whip. Come on, boys. And we'll get our little our New Zealand, the smallest New Zealander in the world. Yes. He'll sing us songs while he's working, so he'll be really good.
Yeah. So the team at Genesis, especially flying them down from Queensland.
Yep.
Absolutely fantastic team. Team all round were great to deal with, made it very, very smooth.
Yeah.
Because as you can imagine, it was a colossal job to move everything out so that we could
but
get
also
those hoists up and operational.
Also, I'd like to thank Steve Car Alarms as well. So Steve Car Alarms took all the cars into his shop, and his shop's really secure. He's got Steve Car Alarms. So what can I say?
Yeah.
So they were secure in there over the long weekend, and so all the customers' cars were looked after.
And a couple that went down to taking care of business.
Yes, TCB. So the
Thank you very
ones
much,
that drove.
Thank you very much, Don, for holding and looking after a couple
2
of them at TCB.
He had them parked right next to his Mustang.
So yes, we were one of many.
Yeah.
So the other thing that we got in over the weekend was a lathe and a mill.
Yes, so we're at the moment now I have to get things sent off to get machined and stuff like that, and it's taken too much time. So I sent something to get machined, and I really want it now. So if I've got an idea and I want something made, I want to make it now. And this is a part of expanding a workshop. So as time goes, I want to get more equipment in here, or
as much equipment as I can squeeze in.
That's right. So we can not have to outsource. So that way we can make it in-house, make it to exactly what I require. I don't need to draw up plans and explain to the machinist what I want done. I can just make it.
Yeah.
And that saves time, and it saves the customer money.
That's right. And a lot of the stuff we do here is one-off. So the team at Hare and Forbes, they gave us some pretty good prices and helped walk us through exactly what we needed to help kit out our shop.
Yep.
So
we've replaced some of Alan's tools as well. So we've upgraded some of Alan's tools as well as I've got a mill. So now I can do a lot of things with a mill, as you can probably know.
I know you're already excited about direct port injection and
sorts
of things.
We need to. That's another thing. We're moving further forwards. Like, we're great with the Holly. I've sort of learnt as much as we can learn about Holly and all the great little features. Time to move on.
So let's go a little bit bigger and
more
better
advanced,
and
because
always chasing that extra torque and those extra couple of horses.
Drivability and tunability.
And horses.
That just happens. So
it's always about the horses.
3D ignition curves. Believe me, they are the key. They are the key to unlocking an engine's horsepower. People go, an ignition's just an ignition. It's the brains of the operation. You can build the greatest engine in the world, but if you don't have the correct ignition system to control that engine, well, it's never going to be as great as it could be.
So, Shane and Alan have got a lot of new toys.
Yes.
I've got a new hoist.
Yes.
So I'm happy. And we've got the Tardis at the back of the workshop, which is pretty impressive and colossal, I think. So very exciting times to have more space and more swinging room and some new toys.
Yes.
So watch this space.
Moving ahead, moving forward, that's what we're doing. So, because at the end of the day, I want to be able to control what I do precisely, so that way we can get more accuracy, better quality cars come out, and happier customers. One good thing about being in Dandenong, we're at the centre hub of all our distributors. A lot of places...
We're very central.
Yeah, we're very central. And being central is key. Because if you've got to travel miles and miles and miles to get parts because you've wanted to save money and build a workshop in Garoot or whatever,
Timbuktu.
Timbuktu, and that actually exists. So you're actually going to spend a lot of time and money travelling to get specific parts.
It's going to take longer to build clients' cars.
That's right. Being central in a place like this, with all the suppliers at an arm's reach distance, it really helps with efficiency in building cars.
Yeah, and because the cost of land is so high, sometimes you need to utilise the space you've been given, and our space is up. Yeah. So anybody in the same boat, definitely have a look at these hoists.
Yeah, well worth buying. And look, they are an expensive hoist, but when you count in the safety features and how good they are, just spend the money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Not only that, Bendpak and Genesis offer a whole heap of truck hoists and wheel alignment hoists and side lift hoists.
Yeah.
Any hoist you can think of, I think these guys sell.
Hoist to lift the mother-in-law.
Okay. Luckily, she's not around to kick your butt anymore.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But so give the guys at Genesis Equipment a call and let them help you out.
Yes. Cool stuff.
See you next time.
If you like this video, don't forget to click like and leave a comment. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe and click the notification bell. If you like the t-shirts that you see the crew wearing, there's a link in the description below where you can grab some for yourself. Thanks for watching.